so. Yeah? Io pure con Silini, per me con Silini io voglio che tu fai un po' di Kamu melakukan senang untuk tertentu. Is it? Oh yeah.
But he's stuck with the Southport.
Oh aye.
Daniel's catching him every time. He's right on the left hand. He's finding it hard to do that. You can't step over it.
Yeah. Kita tahu betul tahu. Oh iya, vavave, oh iya, sai vavave oh iya. Ifo sio fuka kakai, aga na silini. What do you got to us this week?
5 for 100.
5 for 100, okay.
Couple.
Yes, will do. You said next week, Troy?
Yeah, next week, 23rd draw.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, see, this might pay next week, so that's why I'm going to afford to pay next week.
That's okay.
This week, my wife won't give me no money.
Some wives, we drive hard bargains.
Hell yes. Mama fa.
Sì, tu utang sino oh, kung ngayon ano ko gifay maway.
Nela, maybe.
Ito biyo sino sayo.
No more money. I'll say panga. That's good. Morning. Say that again.
So,
Yeah. Ki mama, mama ne fato. Fato via per tu si offre che Thank you. Get off. Take it from mama. Facts. Yeah. To move forget that. Not live to live forget. One, two, three. Thank you. O kai ke mo he la mo ai a mo. Okay, later. Si springi ora. Sai, non da leno. Nela.
Jet 1 2. Pato ke umare mataro ako ke ilo yan masigwa ya mataro. Kanya nga ako mama kaya bukan lo to ke tu yang ato mo ka mama. Ini mangitu ni ko Kalau mama kalau apa tahu itu gimana mama itu yang ato.
It's all right, brother. Joe. Throw the punch him. Flow those right hand out, Joe. That's all right, man. Move it, Joe. Hurry up. Make him tight, Joe. Make him wait. Yeah. There. Jab those left hand at him. Stomach, yeah. Stomach, Joe. Wick the stomach. Yeah, that's it, Joe. Ten seconds. Not gonna help, Joe. Do your work, Joe. Work. You what? Your fam? Push him on the left hand, Joe. Use the left hand when you're coming in. Down to the stomach. that's it. Move your foot around. That's better foot. Move around like that, Joe. Make him like a foolish. Yeah, that's it. Gonna move your foot. Yeah. Yeah. Move your foot. Move your foot. That's better one. You have to move your foot, Joe. Come on. Move, Joe. Yeah, foot around. Move, Joe. Float, float, float. Left, right, Joe. To the game. Give him some uppercut, Joe. Uppercut, Joe. Move it, Joe. Yeah. Move to the side by side. Yeah. That just sitting him up. Attack him, Joe. Attack him, Joe. Attack him, Joe. Attack him, Joe.
Has also had a successful amateur career. Danny McDermott is a 23-year-old and this is his second pro fight. He doesn't like to take a backward step and is looking for his first win with the pros. We join the action at the start of round 3. Your commentators are Adam Smith and Jim Watt.
Josh Warrington in control of this lively undercard fight. Two novices, both from Leeds, so pride at stake too. They'll have their supporters who've made the short journey to Huddersfield. Oh, can McDermott stop what's becoming a little bit of a rot here? Just not quite got the all-round capabilities that Warrington possesses. Doesn't look like it.
That doesn't have the skills or the talent. I tell you, Warrington, I think, is going to be one to watch in the future. There's a lot to like about him. A good solid look about his work. Now he's beginning to open up with the jab, box behind that. He's just been over-enthusiastic tonight, but you can't fault it. It's been non-stop and it's been exciting.
Yeah, his corner quite rightly was just telling him to calm it, not to rush so much, but it seems to be in his makeup. Naturally, he wants to fight too, and that's going to be exciting. Credit to McDermott too.
McDermott's still walking through everything that Warrington has landed. And the punches look powerful enough there. Yep, some good body work again from Warrington.
And headshots too from Warrington. The left hook this time. And it was about this stage of the second round that he began to use that uppercut and get through with more. And Danny McDermott tired. Will he do that again?
So I'm impressed the way he comes back with punches when he slips. Oh, lovely left hook.
The defense is non-existent there of McDermott. Just let Warrington hit him.
Another one probably a little bit low there, but there's enough landing on target to put another round in the bank, or so it seems so far.
Just gritting his teeth, Danny McDermott. Real courage. Non-stop action. Right round the back of the head, left to the body from Warrington. Again, the extra class. Tries the uppercut too. It must be tough in there for the pair of them, Jim.
Yeah, but I'm amazed at the way McDermott is still trying to push Warrington onto the back foot there. He's taking his medicine and just coming right through it. Great little battle this one is.
Yeah, terrific stuff. McDermott trying to outlast Warrington.
Just throwing too many single shots again. Yeah. Now you got 3 minutes on it.
That was better.
But you have to stop him to win.
Yeah.
Okay? He's winning on points. But that doesn't mean you go in and go wild. You keep tight. Everything's tight now, okay? Tight head movement.
Yeah.
But you got to back him up.
Derek the Rebel Roach, former British welterweight champion. He was in some crackers himself, wasn't he?
Yeah, some great fights, yeah. Tremendous fighter. And very honest in the corner there. He's told his man he needs the knockout here. He's behind in points, and that's the truth. Because too many lovely punches like that he was taking from Warrington. Accurate, there's the uppercut. So we've had everything from Warrington, the work rate, the quality,
3 minutes on it.
and the accuracy.
Fill him up.
Yeah, mile ahead on punches landed, and surely 3 rounds in the bank for Josh Warrington. Great effort from Danny McDermott, though, still to be in there. He has taken some punches over the first 9 minutes. Very lively, fiery undercard battle between these two. Young, keen, hopeful fighters.
I mean, this is tremendous action. Young McDermott has been sent out for the knockout, and he is really going for it.
Right hand from Warrington, just waited that split second. Intelligent.
See, I think Warrington does quite a few things naturally. Quite often McDermott's been caught napping. He's not expecting another punch. But Warrington manages to find it from somewhere. Maybe some of them have been kind of cuffing, maybe hints of the inside of the glove, but most of them have been knuckle part of the glove, quality punches. And I'll say it again, what a tremendous little battle this has been.
Left and right this time with the hooks. There's the accuracy from Josh Warrington. The difference in the amateur game, where he was the better technician. What a chin he's showing though, McDermott, just bouncing off him.
Yeah, because he's taking everything cleanly. It's not as though he's riding the punches, they're partially blocking them, they're right on the button. And he's taking them and firing back.
And the body shots just sinking in to McDermott. A minute left of what has been thoroughly entertaining. At its level, what a scrap.
Yep, and I think Warrington is one to watch. Okay, they'll have to settle him down, mate. encourage him to use his skills a little bit more. You don't want too many tear-ups, and if you're having a tear-up at 4-round level, then as you move up through the levels, this game can be a little bit too hard for you. But I mean, this really has been entertaining from start to finish.
Value for money, this undercard fight, and it just shows how eager to please our young fighters are. Both desperate for victory, but it's Josh Warrington who, by any late disaster, will get the nod. No doubt about that, Jim.
Yeah, but he's the one throwing the quality punches. There's a lot to like about him, but I feel there's a lot more to offer. Once he settles down, he's going to be a good little battler. Yep, clear-cut victory.
They knock lumps out of each other for 4 rounds, and then a big smile and a hug at the end of it. And they deserve a rest, the two of them. So much spirit in that novice fight, and it was really good to watch.
As you can see, the stats, you know, convincing as far as the stats are concerned, and I had won every round in my card, but that doesn't tell the story of the contribution young McDermott made. Tremendous.
Josh Warrington won to watch. Danny McDermott deserves enormous credit for the guts he showed in there. Great little scrap.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The referee Steve Gray has scored this contest. McDermott 36 points, Warrington 40 points. Your winner and still undefeated from Leeds, Josh Warrington. Wearing the blue trunks and weighing in at 8 stone and 4 pounds, undefeated, 1 contest, 1 win inside the scheduled distance. He's from Pest in Hungary. Would you please welcome Esteban Zarbo? And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the gold trunks, trimmed with black, weighing in at 8 stone, 10 pounds and 2 ounces, undefeated, 4 contests, 4 wins, 2 inside the scheduled distance. From beautiful Belfast, Northern Ireland, it's Carl Frampton. Time to get the bell is Colin Roberts, and our referee in charge of the action is Mr. Phil Edwards, and this is 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, gentlemen, you follow my instructions. When I tell you to break, take a step back, watch your heads in close. Touch gloves, good luck.
Seconds out, round 1.
Here's the bright Belfast prospect Carl Frampton, keeping busy, always good to see. Back just 3 weeks after notching up his 4th victory, and in with more Eastern opposition. Fellow unbeaten novice Istvan Zarbo. And Frampton's an interesting one, Jim.
Yep, good solid little fighter. I'm a little bit concerned with Zarbo here. He looks a little bit amateurish, first impressions, the way he's poking out the punches and lifting his chin as he does so. And one, yeah,
right hand, touchdown within, what, the opening 35 seconds.
5.
Yeah, I think he's going to be out of his depth here. I mean, Frampton is a real solid little pro.
Okay.
I know he's only had 4 already, the referee having a good look at him, but he just doesn't seem to know quite the basics, how to cope with this.
Right hand, he's out of his depth. Quite rightly stopped immediately by Phil Edwards, the spindly Hungarian, who only weighed in at 8'4" to Frampton's 8'10", and has to be held back to his corner. It's a quick win for Carl Frampton in a strange match, Jim.
Yeah, that was a good bit of refereeing. I think straight away the referee realised that this little kid could be in trouble. Straight from the off, he looked very amateurish. Didn't know as though he really knew how to cope with the first couple of attacks from Frampton. Frampton can only box who they put in front of him. But again, he looked a good, solid little performer, and I think the pro game is really going to suit him. But I mean, if you look at Zarbo here, he just didn't have the first clue what to do. Just shouldn't have been there. He had 1 win, fair enough. We don't know the quality of that win, and then a kind of thumping punch above the ear. Full credit, he got up again, he wanted to continue. But as I say, good piece of refereeing, absolutely no point in letting that go any further. The young man was going to be injured. Good solid punches again from Frampton. Did his work and did it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Colin Roberts has recorded a time of 48 seconds of the first round. Referee Phil Edwards has stopped the contest with Szabo in no position to continue, a winner and still undefeated from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Carl Frampton.
Carl Frampton remains unbeaten in this super bantamweight contest after winning with a knockout blow. Join us after the break for the light welterweight contest as Tyrone Nurse takes on Adam Kelly here. Welcome back to Pro Box at the Huddersfield Sports Centre. Coming next is the light welterweight contest and its exciting Yorkshire derby. Huddersfield Tyrone Nurse is looking for his 12th straight win. He's tall and lean with good hand speed, and he faces Sheffield's Adam Kelly, who won his last fight in just 16 brutal seconds. Your commentators are Adam Smith and Jim Watt. We join the action in round 2.
Red, white and blue Union Jack type of outfit for Tyrone Nurse, who's just turned 20. Born in 1990, Nurse. How does that make you feel, Jim?
Well, you know how I feel. He's timing his punches nicely. A big drive again from Kelly in the early stages of this round.
Switch hitting, Kelly, from the southpaw stance now and utilising the ring, the 22-year-old from Sheffield. Good left hook. Backing off there from Tyrone Nurse. There's skills, there's some quality.
Yeah, nice relaxed look about his work, even though he's been bullied a little bit at the moment by Kelly, but he's nice and relaxed. Looks like a natural boxer.
45 amateur bouts, Tyrone Nurse. And we've been watching him on the undercards as he's made progress. Catching the eye. No knockouts yet on the record.
That was a nice uppercut that just steadied Kelly. Good solid jab too. Better punches certainly coming from Nurse now.
Good use of the short left hook as well, and again from Tyrone Nurse, who's got huge support here at home in Huddersfield. Massive ovation.
See, the problem for Kelly, he does unusual things, but there's no real structure in what he's doing. So he's leaving his chin exposed, and he's been punished for it now. Just a little bit crude in his approach, Kelly.
Overstretching too, Kelly. Dominic Ingle shouting instructions from the red corner to the fighter that calls himself the Outlaw, Adam Kelly.
Catch the shots, Adam. Catch the shots and right hand to the body. Hold his head. Come on, bring him up. Pull him and turn him. That's it again.
Looks for the uppercut. Nurse blocks it and just smiles back at him.
He's still looking a little bit crude, Kelly. There's no fluency in his work. He's trying to bully Nurse, but not really producing the better quality stuff coming from Nurse. But at times, it's becoming scrappy.
Oh, good shot there from Kelly. Down goes Nurse. Shakes his head, says he's not hurt. But that is success for Kelly.
That was a solid shot. He stepped right in with right at the end of the round.
Think what I'm saying, okay? Yeah. You're going to war and you're not doing the right stuff, okay? You walked onto a right hand because you aren't thinking about defence. In the bucket. You've got to think about defence. Yeah. Right.
Well, everything was going okay until that.
Yeah, just at a time when Nurse was certainly producing the better work. He was winning the round. But that one shot has taken it away from him. Bang on the chin, recovered quickly, which is a testament to his fitness, but that was a lovely punch. You can see it bang on the chin. Said he wasn't hurt, but I think that was a shaker. I think that certainly shook him up. And it landed too late in the round for us to find out if it would have made a difference to the result of this one. Sure, the minute's rest, his head will be clear now.
Adam Kelly's only got one knockout on his record, but Nurse down at the end of the second. And he might want to go for broke here. The Sheffield switch hitter. Back comes Nurse with a nice combination. Left hook, though, from Kelly. Really warming up this one.
Well, I'm sure that'll have given Kelly some confidence, but he's doing pretty much the same things. A lot more urgency in Nurse's work now. I think he realises the knockdown could put him up against it points-wise, and he's responding to that.
Yeah, Kelly was open, clipped by a right hand, but not with the success that he had at the end of the second. Never lost, remember, Tyrone Nurse in his short-out professional career.
Well, Nurse hasn't really regained that smoothness. That was better.
But he's got that sort of ragged style, hasn't he? Jerky operator that they come out with so many times on Winkerbank Hill in Sheffield. They're nightmares to fight, they can be.
Yep, they're doing things that you're not prepared. You haven't seen it in your sparring, because the only place that happens is at the Winkerbank.
Keep pressure on him there. Let him go. Let him go. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working, man. Let him go. Keep working. Next step. Come on. Shot again. Tight guard. Tight guard. No down counters. No down counters. Come on. Come on. Don't have a breather yet.
A bit more desperation, you're right about Nurse's work. Not quite as settled as he was.
No, he's lost his smoothness. He hasn't managed to regain that. He's certainly thrown the effects of the knockdown punch, but he's probably produced slightly better work here, but not as good as he was boxing before the knockdown. Struggling a little bit. That was better. Good punching there.
He just found some room, Tyrone Nurse, to deliver that combination. It's been fought at a pretty frenetic pace, this.
Yeah, Kelly just walking onto a couple of left hooks there.
Body shot, Nurse. Better finish to the round. Might have given him that one. Plenty of difference on punches landed on the computer in Nurse's favour, but the one big punch so far was the knockdown in Kelly's. Second half, interesting one. Both really fired up in the introductions. Tyrone Nurse in front of his home crowd, and Adam Kelly looking for the away win. Successful 11 out of 19 times. Kelly, the 22-year-old, who's training to be a design technology teacher at Hallam University. Good work from Nurse there.
Yeah, nice tight defence when Kelly come back at him too. Is he beginning to find that smoothness again? Kelly leaving himself open as he charges forward.
And often with the Ingle fighters, Jim, it's about containing them. It's about stopping their foot movement, backing them up into corners and not letting them work at their pace.
Yeah, and you usually have to feint and threaten, force them to make the first move, because they're all good counter punches. The Ingle fighters are all very good defensively. Kelly not working as hard as is required for this.
Three punches now from Tyrone Nurse. Less from Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's just kind of falling asleep a little bit there, maybe just taking a breather. I don't know, it's kind of earlier in this round to take a breather.
Step. Get the body work going on. Come on, you can do this. Come on.
Did go for a bad spell, Adam Kelly. That's 4 in a row.
See, Nurse doesn't want to do as much wrestling as he's doing. Just let the referee break them up. It's just using up a lot of energy needlessly with all the wrestling he's doing up close. Just let the referee break them up and then get back to his boxing again. He's certainly the better boxer of the two.
Hands tight. Come on, hands tight. Uppercuts. Come on. That's it again.
Gonna work the angles, Tyrone Nurse.
Come on, Adam.
And it probably is different fighting in front of the big crowd, knowing the attention's on him tonight, Nurse, you know, wanting to make a statement as well as using his skills.
Yeah, and this is an awkward customer. He's in with lovely punching now. I mean, we're seeing some quality stuff. He has that smoothness back now. Bit of spoiling there from Kelly. Kelly can't match the skills or the work rate, so he's beginning to spoil a little bit more.
A bit of a tired look about Kelly. The Ingles might think they need to get him back to the corner, just shake him up a bit. It's in danger of falling apart. Adam Kelly, best spell for Tyrone Nurse here at the end of the 4th.
Yeah, well, Kelly was looking for a breather early. I think he's maybe feeling the pace.
Right, because you would knock this kid down. Right, after 4 rounds, do you understand? You were 2 rounds up. Spit, spit, spit. Give us a drink, sorry. Listen to me. Right, little drink. Listen to me. You're falling for sucker shots because you're getting a little bit tired and you're not thinking about what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Deep breathe and think about what you're doing. Use your jab, slip the shots, keep it together. It spurred him on, Adam. Deep breathe. Come on, big deep breaths, because he caught you with a shot and you reacted to it. Like I don't see you're stepping back too much. Jab and step around and...
I think Dominic Ingle wanted him back in the corner for a talking to.
Yeah, but I think he realises he lost a little bit of heart in that round. He was looking for a breather after a minute and a half, and from that point on he was surviving, couldn't match the work rate or the quality of Nurse. Things have certainly turned against Kelly.
Round 5.
Yeah, Tyrone Nurse back in the driving seat. Adam Kelly charges out at him. Last couple of this good light welterweight match. Both really want the victory. Toughest little test for Nurse after 11 fairly comfortable wins at a lower level. Swapping punches now.
See, Kelly, he doesn't set himself up for being able to throw combinations. He's a little bit clumsy in his approach, a little bit straightforward, and with the switch hitting as well. So he's not really set up to put punches together, so it's all single shots. A little bit crude at the moment.
I like the way that Nurse switches things up, though. Tries the body, then wings in an uppercut. Bit of blood, though, to Nurse's left eye. So he's been down, and he's now dabbing away at that damage. All little tests, aren't they?
Yeah, and Kelly has revved up a little bit, I think, when he's seen the blood. He's going for it a bit more now. Maybe that's just exactly what he needed there, a fair bit of blood as well. That would be a disaster for Nurse.
Yep, nasty slash around the left eye for Nurse. Can he keep his cool, his concentration?
Well, Kelly now has a target to go for, and that's what he's doing, and you can't blame him for that.
The head clash did cause the cut to Nurse, but he has maintained his discipline, hasn't he? Good uppercut there from Nurse. Decent response, this.
Now, we have seen some quality moves from Nurse, some lovely punches. They're difficult against an opponent like this. Kelly has a hard night's work for anybody.
Winding up the punches, though. Kelly not landing cleanly. That's better from Nurse. I'm impressed, Jim, about the way he's coped, because that's not a good cut. That's nasty, a lot of blood coming.
And I'm impressed that he's found the answers. I mean, the right uppercut as Kelly comes trundling forward with his defences wide. I mean, that's the perfect punch that he's landed. He's just throwing it again as I'm speaking there. He's found the answers and he's got them working.
Frank Hopkins waiting in the corner, the blue corner, ready to dive in as soon as the bell goes to work his magic, the Cutsman. Well, he was in quicker.
Still the
Tyrone
no
Nurse
problem.
sat down.
Let's have a look.
That's all right, I'm not going to have a look.
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Not at all.
Have a swallow. Don't worry about the cut, we'll get through this fight with that cut, no problem. A bit more water. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Nothing at all, that's the words of an expert Cutsman, isn't it, psychologically?
Well, that's it, they don't want him alternate tactics. I mean, he's been on the floor,
right uppercuts and right hooks to
so that's a round that's gone the other way. The first round was scrappy, so they want to keep him on the job, make sure he wins the last round, doesn't go hiding or coasting. But I mean, it was on the cards, the heads were going to come together sooner or later. They did several times. And now Nurse is the one who's come off worse with the eye damage.
Seconds out for the 6th and final round.
Well, a real learning fight for Tyrone Nurse here in front of his Huddersfield crowd. Only his 12th as a pro. He's been floored at the end of the second by Adam Kelly. He's been cut. But even despite that 10-8 round, he's probably in the lead, Jim.
Well, I didn't give him the 10-8 round, Adam. I thought Nurse was winning the round. I scored at 10-9. I didn't think he deserved a 2-point because, as I say, he was losing the round. Did score the knockdown. But we don't know how the referee saw that, so things could be tighter than I have it. So Nurse just wants to keep the work rate up.
Mark Lyson, the referee, and he's just a trialist, so Steve Gray is actually scoring this from outside the ring. And plenty of punches being thrown, and 1 or 2 landed there from Tyrone Nurse into the final 2 minutes. Great commitment tonight. How he wants the stoppage. It will be his first, Tyrone Nurse. He might go for it with the fans egging him on.
I mean, that would be a tremendous bonus. I mean, Kelly looks strong enough. He looks to have been able to take all the good, clean uppercuts that he's taken already. I'd be very surprised. I think this one's going to go the full 6 rounds. Nurse will just want to make sure he goes home with a victory.
Good to see him working well at the end of a hard 6-round battle. As Kelly's brought it to him. He's had his moments, just hasn't quite been fluent enough, the Sheffield man.
And that was Nurse trying that nice looking right uppercut again, didn't land with that, but it's worked so well for him.
Jim, good amateur he was with Parsons Cross, making the Junior ABA final, Tyrone Nurse. How do you think he'll shape up as a pro?
Yep, he has all the moves. He can dig in, he can cope with a cut, so a good temperament as well. I mean, this is a tough business, we'll have to see. I mean, this is a tough fight to judge him on, because Kelly's so strong and so awkward. But yeah, certainly got a good chance of success in this business.
I wonder if we'll bring a few nights to Huddersfield again. That's James Hare, who's ringside tonight. Mark Hobson, Dale Robinson. They had a good clutch a few years ago. Big fan base here in Yorkshire. And Tyrone Nurse, I think, has answered 1 or 2 questions tonight about temperament, heart, commitment, and talent too. Well, the referee raises Tyrone Nurse's hand, having looked at Steve Gray outside the ring, who was scoring. 12 out of 12 for Nurse. He remains unbeaten, and that's his biggest win yet.
Yep, man, that was a good match. I like to see fighters who are developing matches where they have to work hard in every round to be sure of victory, and that was certainly the case tonight. Fairly comfortable as far as the stats are concerned, but that doesn't tell that the whole story had to work every second for that victory.
Smiles between the fighters, and Nurse passes the first test. Good fight.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. After 6 rounds of boxing, the referee scorecard reads Kelly 55 points and Nurse 58 points. Your winner and still undefeated from Huddersfield, Tyrone Nurse.
Tyrone Nurse showed great character tonight in this light welterweight contest, and he walks away champion again. Still to come, it's the heavyweight contest between Tyson Fury and Hans-Jörg Blasko. Tyson Fury looked like he was on the fast track to the top, racing his way to 7 straight wins with some big hitting performances. But then came his first serious test for the English title, and after a thrilling battle with John McDermott, the decision to Fury caused a storm. A rematch was ordered by the Board of Control, but Fury's been out injured. Hans-Jörg Blasko. Your commentators are Adam Smith and Jim Watt. First over to your MC, John McDonald.
Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks, trimmed with white, weighing in at 17 stone and 7 pounds, a 12-fight record, 9 wins, 6 inside the scheduled distance, and just 3 defeats. From Germany, it's Hans-Jörg Blasko. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks and weighing in at 18 stone and 12 ounces, undefeated, 9 contests, 9 wins, 7 inside the scheduled distance. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of Manchester, Tyson Fury. Time to the bell is Colin Roberts. Our referee in charge of the action is Mr. Steve Gray. This is 8 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division.
Okay, fellas, if a cold break, you take 1 step back, okay? No punches around the back of the head. Touch gloves. Good luck, fellas.
First fight of 2010 for the former ABA super heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. Tonight entering double fighting figures as a pro. It's up against the German Hans-Jörg Blasko, who's won his last couple but has been beaten 3 times in 12 fights. He'll want to shine here, Fury, won't he, Jim?
Yeah, but I'm sure he will. I mean, he had nothing but praise throughout his career, and keep in mind it's not him that decided on that decision everyone's talking about. But he's coming along so well, showing so much improvement. At times you forget his age. He's only 21, and he's only had 9 fights.
Point man from Blasko. Fury looking to get the jab flowing. Fast hands. There's a nice right as well. Blew away his first 7 opponents. Under 16 rounds total. Watch the body, Fury.
Blasko let go with a nice little right hand of his own there, but that's what's taking everything away from him.
Temple shot. Did well to recover his feet there. Blasko and working the body as well, Fury. Big punches. It looked like he was going to go there, but he steadied himself.
You saw the effect of that punch all the way down to his boots, but he's done well. His head seems to have cleared. He's still throwing punches back now. That was a beautiful punch.
6 knockouts and his 9 wins. Blasko. That's right from Fury. He's got 15 years as well on the German, and a body shot following up with head work as well, and he does go down inside the opening 2 minutes.
7, 8. Yes.
Yeah, I think the body shot was a real sickener. I think that's just taken all the desire out of Blasko.
On his way to another quick-fire win here, Tyson Fury looks at his corner. Gum shields out. I'm not sure he's going to go through with any more of it. He's not. 8 knockouts now for Tyson Fury. It's the perfect 10 out of 10 as a pro. Big smiles for new trainer Brian Hughes. And Fury has his year up and running.
Yep, that was a good performance from Fury. He was cool. He hurted Blasco earlier on along the ropes, but he just took his time. He knew, well, he knows he has the power to hurt any heavyweight at this level. He just took his time, picked his punches. The body shot was a beauty, which I think just took all the ambition away from Blasco. It was just a matter of time from that point on. And, you know, the actual finishing knockdown, he was kind of bundled to the floor. See, that's the punch. He caught him high in the head, and you can see the effects of that punch in his legs. Blasco did well to stay upright there, tried to get himself back into the fight. He didn't come here to lie down, that's for sure. But the power in Fury's punches left him no choice. Kind of bundled to the floor. But again, tried to get himself back into the fight. But then, not too long before, he was purely in survival mode. And after the second one, there was no point allowing it to go further, and he made it pretty clear he didn't want to go on. When he stood up, he dropped his gum shield out. I think part of the signal that he'd had enough, time to get him out of there, and the referee agreed with that. You can see with his body language here, he did not want to be there any longer.
The 21-year-old making a quick-fire statement, and it's a great heavyweight scene at the moment.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Timekeeper Colin Roberts has recorded a time of 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the first round. Referee Steve Gray has stopped this contest, and Blasco in no position to continue. Your winner, he's still undefeated, from Manchester, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury takes another convincing win, and it's 10 straight victories for the 21-year-old. He joins Ed Robinson ringside.
Well, Tyson, after nearly 6 months out, is it good to be back?
Fantastic to be back, yeah. Feels like I'm back being born again.
10th straight win. Did you feel you needed to make a point tonight?
Yeah, I did, but I thought I rushed things, to be honest. I run out there and I wasn't really thinking about what I was going to do. I should have had my head on properly, but what can you say? I got the winning, but it was a bit disappointing for me, actually, because I was going to go in and box and move and all that. But I got caught a few times early on, and opposition like that shouldn't be catching me at all.
How do you feel you're progressing under new trainer Brian Hughes?
Oh yeah, I'm progressing really well under Brian. I've been learning my new defence and head slipping and all that, and them nice powerful hooks and stuff, so everything went really well.
There's more action to come from pro boxers. Gary Sykes takes on Andy Morris in the main event. It's the British Super Featherweight Championship after the break. It's time for the main event as Gary Sykes takes on Andy Morris in the British Super Featherweight Championship. They match up perfectly. Both are 26-year-old and former ABA champions with fan-friendly styles. But while Gary Sykes is desperate to claim the Lonsdale belt, Andy Morris has ruled Britain before at featherweight. The unbeaten Dewsbury belt trains in the Pennines and looked like a possible future star, beating Anthony Crolla in a thriller. Morris has notched up 3 straight wins after a self-imposed exile, and with a fresh backroom team, including a chiropractor and new trainer, he believes his timing is perfect despite taking this chance at relatively short notice. The only guarantee is a fiercely competitive, action-packed encounter here at the Huddersfield Sports Centre. Here are the stats. Both are 26. The slight height and reach advantage is to Gary Sykes, who was slightly over the 9 stone 4 limit at the weigh-in and has shed 10 ounces. He's been around for 4 years, but Andy Morris is much more seasoned and experienced. There isn't much between them in punch power, and it could be a long affair of skill and quality. Your commentators are Adam Smith and Jim Watt. We join your MC, John McDonald.
All the officials appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our supervisor, Jeff Bolter, has appointed timekeeper Gary Grennan, and our 3 scoring judges at ringside: Phil Edwards of Preston, Victor Lockland of Paisley, Scotland, and Dave Paris of Woodersfield, Leeds. Our referee in charge of the action from Gillingham, Kent, is Mr. Ian John Lewis. They are the officials. Here are the contestants. Introducing to you firstly, Fighting out of the red corner in the sky blue trunks, weighing in at 9 stone, 3 pounds, 13 ounces. 20-fight record, 18 wins, 6 inside the scheduled distance. And just 2 defeats. He's from Wythenshawe. Please welcome Andy And across the ring, fighting under the blue corner around the silver trunks, trimmed with blue, weighing in at 9 stone, 2 pounds, 11 ounces. He is undefeated. 14 contests, 14 wins, 4 inside the scheduled distance. The fighting pride of Dewsbury, it's Gary Sykes. Well, sports fans and Friday Fight Night fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant British Super Featherweight Championship.
I am the referee. I spoke to you both in the dressing room. Obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Wash your heads, kick your punches up. When I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourself at all times. Shake hands.
I'll tell you what, there is some intensity. Might just be a British title clash, but a real feeling of anticipation. 2 former ABA champions, 2 stylish craftsmen, 2 fiery little competitors. British 9 stone 4 belt left vacant by Kevin Mitchell's move up into the world lightweight picture. That's on the line. Sykes is fresh. Morris experienced. And it could just be, Jim, the perfect ingredients for a little classic.
Yeah, I think with 2 styles that'll gel very well. Sykes caught off balance with a left hook to the head there. I think experience is so crucial in these matches. And you have to wonder, does Sykes, deep within himself, really believe he's ready for this? Or does he need a good start to give him confidence? I think Morris is very confident already. I wonder if Sykes is the one who's going to have to find confidence.
Nice quick jabs from Andy Morris. He was very confident when I spoke to him on the phone earlier in the week, and Sykes nervous, apprehensive about his big moment. And didn't have too long to prepare for Morris. This has been put together in the last week, 10 days, this fight, but Morris has been in the gym since December, and he just believes he's a level, a notch above Sykes. We'll see.
So they're both excellent amateurs, but I think Morris honed his skills a little bit more when he turned pro, whereas Sykes decided to become more of a pressure fighter. And that is one of the things that could let him down tonight. If he makes mistakes, he'll be punished for those.
What he does have is a huge work rate. Bundles of punches, Gary Sykes, often 100 a round. But Morris just settling nicely behind that jab.
Yeah, Morris has a solid look about his work in the opening round. I think moving up one division will be much more comfortable for a nice uppercut from Sykes there. Sykes is just looking to set a pace, but he can't do it in a reckless fashion.
Just out of range early on, Gary Sykes beginning to get his right hand into the fold.
Well, Morris looked quite keen to be holding there. I think he was slightly shaky, but I saw a good jab from Sykes as well. Well, I think Sykes is showing in the opening round that he has the power to trouble Morris. Took away that smooth look. Good work towards the end of the round here from Sykes.
Taking a smile off Morris's face as well, which is a bit reddened. Great last 45 seconds or so by Gary Sykes, and that'll give him confidence.
I think Sykes is going to have to maybe endure a little bit of pain. Good work again, good right hand from Sykes, but he seems fully prepared to do that. And his confidence has really grown just in the space of half a minute there.
To see his body language totally different. Defense good. Turn that round right around, Gary Sykes, and finishes really well.
he needs to get that going, the jab more. What he's doing, he's looking for that backhand.
Getting pound on St. Chestney, and he's sluggish, yes, but don't get overconfidence. Listen, the only shot he's catching you with is a double, triple jab. Now remember what we talked about on the pads, when he touches with that 3 jabs, touch, 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 to loop over with the right hand and walk in, yeah? Don't touch, 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 loop it over. But he's too heavy, so still give him that little bit of movement. We know you feel stronger. Last half of that round, you got your range, you got your
Welcome
time.
back to Huddersfield, and if the first round's anything to go by, we are going to enjoy this.
Well, after watching the opening minute or so, I thought Sykes was going to take some time to settle and to get his punches on target, but not in the second half of the round. Raised the pace, raised the tempo, and caused Morris all sorts of problems.
Second round, vacant British 9-stone 4 belt on the line, the Manchester City colours of the football fanatic Andy Morris, and the silver and blue of Gary Sykes. Across Pennines clash, and a crossroads affair. Good body work from Morris, but Sykes starting to move up the gears already. Nice combinations.
And again showing the stronger punch, and I thought he blocked a couple of body shots from Morris. Didn't block that, good left hook.
Neither man huge punches, but both can be very accurate. Movement from Morris, who believes that Sykes' footwork is not good enough.
Yeah, but I think Sykes is just trying to do the hard way. Maybe a little bit more cuteness is required. Morris at this moment holding his boxing together, the better of the two.
Already this looks an interesting one for the judges. These rounds could be very close. Plenty of quality from both sides. Body shot there from Morris. Sykes, very, very fit. That's one of his main strengths.
Well, Sykes is prepared to take chances, that's for sure, but he's a little bit ragged, whereas that compact look that Morris has worked. But these rounds, we've had one already, which was close. We'll have another close one here.
Struck it by right hand, Morris. And Sykes was saying that he cannot let the Mancunian get into a rhythm, because that's where Morris does his best work. Really gelling well, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we reckon this would be a good one, and it really is shaping up like that.
Body shots from Morris. Back comes Sykes.
Just when you think one is producing the better work, the other one comes back again. Morris still has that nice compact look about his work, but Sykes is getting through the guard.
Good head movement there from Morris, who has been plagued by cuts before. Slightly fragile skin could become an element. Good work at the end of the round again from Sykes. Close. Who inflicted the only defeat on Rendell Munro, who is flying high and looking for world honours, the European champion down at super bantamweight.
Sykes is trying to get behind the jab this round, but he's telegraphing it a little bit. He's trying to step in with it. You can see it coming, but more subtlety required, I feel.
Big step up for Gary Sykes, who's been nursed along. Left hand from Morris. He's beginning to dance and try the feints. Befuddle Sykes. Can he answer Morris?
Well, Morris has been told to keep on the move. Bob Shannon delighted with the previous round, as he should be, and he is sticking with that. He's manoeuvring Sykes around the ring without throwing punches. That's the experience at title level as well.
Sykes used that height and reach and natural weight advantage. Morris having fought down at 9 stone, but he blames that damaging defeat to John Simpson on weight making. It might have been a factor. Could be more comfortable at 9'4".
Certainly
and bringing
looks
the
it.
speed.
Yep, certainly looks it. Sykes finding it difficult to string his boxing together. It's a little bit disjointed. He's just lunging with punches, hitting and hoping at times. Whereas Morris still has that smooth, confident look. He's slipping low, he's landed in the shoulder. Sykes just has to be careful, doesn't become frustrated and throw caution completely to the wind. He'll only make more mistakes if that happens. But this is a frustrating time for him. Can't pin Morris down.
Morris was telling us that Sykes has had everything pretty much his own way. Look at his record and look at mine. You know, he's going to get in front of him a very capable boxer. How will he deal with that?
Well, I mean, Morris hasn't landed all that many shots in this round, but his defensive boxing has been so good it hasn't really taken too many punches landed to win the round. He just looks so comfortable, doesn't he? So confident.
It's the control and the use of the ring, the command. Now, that was good defence from Morris. The crowd shouted for Sykes. The better quality is coming from the Manchester fighter.
This has been an exciting matchup so far. Your commentators are Adam Smith and Jim Watts.
Sykes still looking a little bit disjointed, lunging in with punches.
A long way to go, and remember, Sykes has got a good engine.
But he has to find ways of pinning Morris down. You can't go hunting for him. He's going to have to step across, try to manoeuvre Morris against the ropes or into corners, but that's where experience comes in, and he doesn't have that experience.
And being made to miss as well by the crafty Morris.
I mean, these really are frustrating tactics from Morris.
Jim, they're sensible tactics from a more mature fighter than we saw in, you know, when he was coming up as a young, hungry prospect.
Well, that's what I meant when I said earlier they were both excellent amateurs, but I felt that Morris honed his skills a bit more for the pro game, whereas Sykes wanted to be that bit more aggressive, set a pace. But he's a bit confused at the moment, Sykes. Morris knows exactly what's coming and he's dealing with it.
From different areas and different promotional divides as well. Andy Morris, who's now looked after by Ricky Hatton's team. Gary Sykes with Frank Maloney, who's just in front of us. No one can take their eyes off this. It's that sort of a fight, Jim.
Nah, but we're seeing quality from both men, but particularly Morris. I mean, this is the closer round. Sykes has got through with some punches. And although Morris's evasive boxing is good, he's not throwing all that many punches.
Just not looking as fluent on the front foot, Gary Sykes, who turned southpaw momentarily.
But he's making an impression this round, which he hasn't done in the previous two. Making it hot for Morris, and that's exactly what he has to do. He's not going to outbox this man, he's going to have to make it hot, set a pace that Morris is uncomfortable with.
Good work there from Sykes. Back comes Morris, tit for tat. Another close one.
I just feel maybe Morris should be throwing a few more punches. His defensive boxing was lovely.
Second out, round 6.
We're in Huddersfield tonight. We've had some good fights down the years involving Dale Robinson, James Hare, Mark Hobson, all from the town. A few miles away, Gary Sykes lives in Dewsbury. This is his big opportunity, and he's brought the fans with him as well. A little bit closer in the last round, but still with work to do against the compact and composed Morris.
He's making an impression now, and that's the big difference. He's getting himself a little bit closer. And this may be a fight where the second half of the fight suits Sykes a little bit more. He's getting close now.
Good combinations from both of them. Morris still on the move. Sykes had a slow start against Anthony Croller in his 10-rounder. He's never been 12 rounds, but he finished well. And he'll be hoping to do the same down the stretch in this one. Good right from Sykes. Improvement in his work.
Well, against a smooth boxer, you don't want them dictating the pace. You want to take that away, and that's what Sykes is trying to do here. But good response from Morris.
Uppercut from Morris. Wish we could read the judges' minds as we go along here. What are they scoring? What are they looking for? A lot of good defensive work in there too.
I'm just wondering, is this a fight that's going to get tougher for Morris as it goes along? Although they're both the same age, you get the feeling, because of the stages of their career, that Sykes is a little bit younger, maybe a little bit keener. Will that count for something as this grinds on? He's certainly making an impression now, Sykes, that's for sure.
He's certainly fresher. Morris having that year and a half out of the sport to recharge the batteries, but he's an older 26. Can he keep these tactics on the move up for 12 rounds? That's good from Morris, but Sykes probably has had more of the sixth.
I think that the big plus for Sykes is that he's definitely making an impression now. He was hitting fresh air for a couple of rounds, but he's getting closer now. The pace is slowing a little bit, although you wouldn't think that sitting here watching it, but he's getting a little bit more time to get his punches off. And he's prepared to dig in and go for it. He's prepared to go through the pain.
Referee Ian John Lewis glued to the action, as we all are. He hasn't had to do a thing. Wonderful. Sykes for me in the sixth. And this isn't a bad one, Jim.
This is travelling. We expected this to be good. We reckon the styles would gel. Neither are massive punchers, so we reckon they would both fight at a pace and it would go 12 rounds, and that's the way it's shaping up. I think Morris is the one who has to change again. He's changed once already. He needs a bit more devil in his work, I feel.
Is he just taking control now, Gary Sykes? Both have had their moments.
Well, every round so close. Morris trying to put a bit more spite into those punches. I think on the back foot, you have to be winning clearly. Maybe Morris feels that he wasn't, so he needs a bit more input, a bit more spite in the punches. He's putting them in now.
Chris Aston over in the blue Sykes corner, imploring for his man to get on top of Morris, and every time he even throws, the crowd cheer. Home advantage for Sykes. A good defence from Morris, but again, is he doing enough, Jim?
Well, he's coming back with counters now. Sykes just, again, a little bit predictable in what he was doing there. Letting the punches go from too far out. Good short hooks from Morris. Trying to take the fight to Sykes a little bit more in this round.
Well, good use of the left hand from Morris, who technically looks the better boxer at times, but sometimes it's not enough. the desire, the effort, the tenacity. Sykes will not give up without a real fight.
Another little change in Morris's attitude here, stepping in a bit more with the punches. Meeting Sykes, whereas before he was backing off, making them miss and then trying to counter. Trying to meet them a bit more, pushing them back at the moment.
Needed a good round, Morris. Lovely uppercut there as he swung it back again. Decent defence, not really scoring with those, Sykes. Can they maintain this pace through 12 fierce rounds?
Well, a lot of useless movement from Sykes here. You know, flitting along the ropes. You would think he would be trying to get a more solid look about his boxing, whereas Morris has got that solid look back.
Well, let's see if Spencer Oliver can split them with Ed.
Well, Spencer, how are you scoring it, first of all?
Well, so many of these rounds are so close, Ed. For me, at the moment, I've got Sykes just a couple of rounds up. For me, he's just closing that gap now. Andy Morris, in the early rounds, he was giving good movement, good foot movement, working the angles, but Sykes has worked that out, and he's changed the pattern again in this contest. And for me, Sykes the one just closing the gap and just running away with this at the moment.
Who's handling the pace better, though? Who looks like they might tire first?
Well, Sykes, for me, definitely looks like he's got the better engine. I mean, he's never been the 12-round distance before, but it looks like he might go the 12-round distance today. But for me, he looks the stronger at the moment. He's closing the gap. He looks like he's got the bigger engine. For me, Morris not quite looking as comfortable as he did in the early rounds. And for me now, the fight's swung and I fancy Sykes.
Thank you, Spencer.
Could come down to that engine, but the class with Morris.
Round 9.
Would you put your house on it? No.
I wouldn't have put my house on it before the first bell. Certainly wouldn't do it now.
4 rounds to go. It's the 113th for Andy Morris, the ABA lightweight champion back in 2002. Gary Sykes, ABA featherweight champion, beat John Murray a couple of times in the amateurs. Both good pedigrees, and both giving everything in this professional tussle. Clusters from Morris. Been quite impressed with the defence of Sykes tonight. I think he's tightened that up.
But we've got a bit of wasted movement again. He's a little bit all over the place when he should be trying to steady things up and impose himself on Morris. Not landing cleanly at the moment, Sykes. That's his problem.
Morris travelled to Scotland to win the British featherweight title over 12 rounds. He beat Rendell Munro over 12 rounds. Sykes has never been the championship distance. No sign that he won't last at the moment, but good body shot from Morris.
Yeah, Morris is standing his ground. We're reaching the stage where I thought things would start suiting Sykes a bit better. This really is a cracking battle, good as we hoped it would be.
Yeah, it's intense at a high-octane pace, but it's clever as well. Intelligent boxing in there. Again, a body shot from Morris. He's picked those well tonight.
I mean, Sykes just putting his head down, just hitting and hoping me a little bit. Morris still has that good, solid, compact look about his work, but not much in punches landed. But this is another round where I've just appreciated the skills of Morris. So close every round, you just have to go with what you prefer.
Double uppercuts from Morris, and got out of there beautifully. I agree on this one, Jim. This round, I think Morris is boxing nicely.
And Sykes backing off there as though a rethink or maybe a deep breath, I don't know which. But he's taken a lot of chances, but doesn't have the composure to match Morris's, but certainly has the work rate.
Technical skills from Andy Morris, and good chipping away to Sykes' body surely takes that one. Well, the little guy's giving absolutely everything.
We're nearing the end of the main fight, the British Super Featherweight Championship. We rejoin your commentators Adam Smith and Jim Watt.
Sykes has already thrown over 650. Morris almost matching him. 5 difference in Morris's favour. The success rate to Sykes, it's that close. 3 judges at ringside. Phil Edwards just in front of us. Victor Loughlin, Dave, Paris. They might be seeing it completely differently. We just don't know.
Well, with every round so close, you just have to pick what you prefer. If you like the all-out aggression, the work rate of Sykes, fair enough. I've liked Morris over the last couple of rounds.
Remember, after this round, Sykes will be entering uncharted territory. Morris has been there before. Flashy stuff from Gary Sykes. Again, is Morris committing himself? Nice right and left from Sykes, and block those ones coming back at him.
The Sykes should have stepped straight back in again when he landed those two beautiful punches.
Then Morris has his success up close. Sykes dragging everything into this, and people on their feet all around the Huddersfield Sports Centre. They know they're watching a really good one.
Sykes trying to walk through Morris now. Good body shot.
He's trying to slow Morris down. Break that rhythm. Gum shield out, and there will be a halt in the action. I think for the first time tonight in round 10, he and John Lewis just sorting things out. A moment of respite, but back they go.
Nip and tuck every round, but Sykes is getting close in this round. Morris again trying to respond.
Gumshield nearly went again from a Morris shot. Back comes Sykes. Good one, this, the 10th.
This is not the kind of match that Morris wants. He wants it at longer range, wants to use his skills, use his movement. Sykes not allowing that.
This is clever from Sykes, smothering Morris, not allowing him the room to move. How much deep down in that tank does Morris have?
Well, I wonder, is this where the experience over the 12-round distance will maybe pay dividends? I mean, Sykes is a lot looser, more arm punches now, but I thought that was a good round for Sykes.
Listen now, look at me. Suck it up.
6
Have
minutes.
you got 6 minutes for me?
6 minutes, British
You can
champion.
give me 6. Now listen to what I'm going to tell you, right? The straight shots are working, but even the lead hook cross is working now because he stopped spinning from side to side, yeah? He's all on just to stay there. Stop spinning. 6 minutes. Do you want that belt on your British champion? Do you want that belt?
Julian McGowan, new trainer, but he's saying the right things in there to Sykes.
Yeah, well, Sykes got close, imposed himself on Morris in that round. Morris still kept that smoothness about his boxing as he's done every round. I still have Morris 1 point up at the moment, but I mean, you can see this fight any way you like. I've been impressed in a lot of the rounds with the silky skills, the good defensive boxing, but you can see it anyway.
I've got it level. Spencer's got it 3 to Gary Sykes. Frank Maloney, who's Gary Sykes' promoter, has got it pretty much level. He doesn't know. Nobody does. Last 2 could all be decided in this final 6 minutes. Julian McGowan, new face on the scene in the Sykes corner, but he's been with Gary for a long time. And he has helped so much in this camp. So fit, Sykes.
Good right hand from Sykes.
Morris has had Mark Davidson behind the scenes. Bob Shannon running the corner tonight. Might come down to who wants it more, that desire and drive to get over the finishing line. Body shots from Morris. I mean, a knockdown, for example, now will be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, well, Morris landed another couple of good body shots. He's really digging the punches in. This is the kind of fight that Sykes wants, but is he coming out?
Morris matching Sykes at his own game. Sykes doesn't land, and Morris is.
Big deep breath from Sykes here. Morris really digging in some quality punches in this round. You can see the body movement as he sinks those shots in. These are really quality punches, I feel, from Andy Morris at the moment. Body shots again.
Yeah, they're hurting Sykes now. I think he's starting to feel 1 or 2 of these. Big moments for Andy Morris as the crowd rally behind Sykes.
Is the experience over the championship distance going to be crucial here? I think Sykes is throwing arm punches, whereas Morris is at the real quality, turning the hips and the shoulders in with the punches. Good movement again from him.
This has absolutely lived up to pre-fight expectations. We still don't know who will prevail, but Morris is having a good 11th. Back comes Sykes. Combination there, but stopped in his tracks.
These are good punches from Morris, the way he's turning the shoulder, digging the shots. They're short punches, but they're crisp.
Fabulous fight, and probably the best 3 minutes in it, the 11th. Absolutely splendid. Morris for me in this one, Jim, you too?
Yep, Morris's round produced a better work, and he knows it, raising his hands there.
Let's go. Let's go. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Got it out there. Remember, get the thing now. All you've got to do now is get these jabs going. That's what we want, is your jabs all the time. Jab. Give me the water, give me the water. Just don't fuck about that. Give me the water now. Give me the water. Give me the water. Come. Listen. Suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up.
All you need to do, no tactics, just work. Show me good fight. Hands up and work. Your time. Your time.
Keep punching. Anything.
Non-stop. Push him back with those. Bend his neck again. Bang, bang, bang. Put everything in.
No, Andy. Give it a come, Sean.
Got a boxing now.
Listen. Jab, jab, jab. It's all into the last round, this. Just stick the jab out. Stick the jab out. You're listening. Nice and tight.
Totally different corner work there. Motivation in Sykes. Calmness in Morris's. Anything, just hit him. Punch on work rate. Sykes needs a big drive, a big finish. You've got it 2 to Morris. I've got it by 1 to Morris.
I mean, the corner's right. It's not about tactics now. It's just about pour out what you have left in the tank. Don't go home with anything left in the tank. Everything you've got, get it out here.
Sykes' former opponent, Anthony Crolla, and his trainer, Joe Gallagher, were saying they might have a bet on the draw tonight at that 20 to 1. Interesting. Right hand from Sykes, back comes Morris. What effort, what determination for this Lonsdale bout. It means the world to these two.
Well, Morris's legs still looking strong, still plenty of movement, but Sykes throwing everything he has at him here.
First time he'll have been 12 rounds, Gary Sykes. How hard they must have trained and got in condition, Jim.
I mean, this has been a phenomenal pace from start to finish. There's hardly been a clinch. There's never been a drop in the pace. Sykes maybe just getting off for a couple of stronger punches there. What an amazing battle this has been for the British title. Tremendous.
Two lovely guys out of the ring. Honest, hard-working, fierce competitors inside it. Gary Sykes gave us the undercard fight of last year against Anthony Crolla. He might well be giving us the British title fight of 2010 already with Andy Morris.
Just maybe a slightly better accuracy from Sykes in the last round here. But another round was so difficult to split them. Sykes just prepared to come through everything that Morris has to get his own punches off.
One of the most competitive, enthralling British title fights in recent memory. And I'm positive about one thing, Jim. They will end it with the biggest hug of the night.
Yeah, you can't get through this without mutual respect at the end of it. What a battle it's been.
They both raise their arms. They both think they've got it. Titanic efforts. Terrific 12 rounds. Will the judges be able to split them? And here's the hug. Great fight.
Tremendous fight. I mean, you can see how close 165 punches land to 158. Tremendous. It was non-stop from start to finish. And as I say, it's a fight. You just choose what you prefer. I was impressed with the composure of Morris, the professional, the tightness. But right from the off, from the first bell, they got down to work. Tremendous punches. We saw right from the off that Sykes was prepared to take chances, to commit himself, but for me that allowed Morris to go into an early lead, picking him off. By the fifth round, Morris was showing lovely movement, moving from side to side, confusing Sykes at times, but Sykes was always prepared to put his foot on the pedal and come storming back. We got to the 8th and 9th round. Sykes started to come back at him, that the pace had slowed a little bit, so Sykes' punches were landing a bit more cleanly. But everything he could throw at Morris was there, met it head on and come back with his own. Tremendous battle, round after round, tremendous. Round 12, I mean, I had Morris a couple of points up at this stage. Finished, I gave the last round to Sykes, but I have Morris winning it by 1 point, but would not be surprised if it's a majority or if it goes the other way. So
let's find out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I read the judges' scorecards, referee Mr. Ian John Lewis would like you to show your appreciation. He pointed out he never said break once. The judges' scorecard reads 116, 113, 115, 114, 115, 114, and all three judges are in favour of the winner and the newly crowned British featherweight champion from Dewsbury,
Gary Sykes, the British super featherweight champion, the night of his life, And what a fight between the pair.
This was a close contest, but Gary Sykes walks away victorious. Sykes and Morris join Ed Robinson ringside.
Well, Gary, new British champion in a terrific fight, but how tough was that in there?
That was very tough. I thought I was going to take over at middle rounds, but Andy, he started boxing me and he used some clever tactics and grinded it out for the real close decision.
What gave you the edge? Your extra work rate? You worked so hard.
I need to polish up in gym because it was my work rate that took me through when I'd rather it be my skills. But now I'm going to go full time, so there'll be a different me next time.
Andy, was it a fair verdict?
Yeah, you know, what can I say? You know, we fought for the British title. Gary won. Yeah, close fight, fair play. You know, maybe we can get it on again. You know, it was a great fight. Close, I'd say, but like I said, fair play to Gary. You know, he's got the decision on the night. Can't grumble. Nothing he can do about it.
This hasn't dented your ambitions?
No, I'm only going to come back stronger. I've proved this before, you know. The super featherweight is wide open for me. I'm pretty sure I can come back and challenge Gary again and take that belt off him.
Gary, how are you going to celebrate?
First, get away from my coach Jules because we've seen each other far too much. But no one deserves this more than me and him. We put some hard work in and all. It's a team effort. And I'm over the moon and it ain't even sunk in yet.
This has been yet another thrilling night from Pro Box, and Gary Sykes is crowned British Super Featherweight Champion.
Raw is moving forward an hour on Friday evening. NXT is moving to Saturday evening. And WWE Superstars is moving to Sunday night. Friday Raw, Saturday NXT, Sunday Superstars on the box.
The lust for blood. The taste for battle. Spartacus, Blood and Sand. 9:30 Sunday on the box.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
The best fights and biggest names in boxing. Now each week, you get to see the best knockouts, the best fighters on USA Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts. Episode of Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts, the featured fighters include the legendary Larry Holmes on the comeback trail. The Magic Man Antonio Tarver in his 4th professional bout. The baby-faced assassin Marco Antonio Barrera defending his WBO Super Bantamweight Championship. And Lamar Kidfire Parks, all coming up next on Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts. It's KO time where the fighters are introduced and the knockouts begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing now the principals first in the red corner to my right, wearing the red trunks with black trim. He weighs in at 256.5 pounds. His professional record, 2 victories, 7 defeats, both wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Here is Ronnie the Bear Smith. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black sequin trunks, weighing 233 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in 4 professional bouts, with all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Paris, France, former French Olympian Josué Blocou. 4 rounds heavyweights.
We picked this one up in round 3. Al Albertshono, Grady ringside.
Josué Blocou, the 4-0 heavyweight from Paris. Got a good shot in on Ronnie Smith in that second round, but Smith did return. Smith, the prohibitive underdog in this fight at 2-7. Former tough guy. Had a couple of fights against Butterbean, close decision defeats. And he is there to just get in and brawl.
He gained more confidence toward the end of the last round. Remember, in that second, he got hit early in the round, then came back toward the end of the round and landed on Blocou. And he brings that confidence into this round with him. Look at the aggression from him now.
Actually backing up the favorite.
But he's got to throw more punches. He's getting out hit by Blocou. Come on, punch him. Punch to the back of the head. Paul Cito says, no, stop that. Quit hitting him. You know, it's not hard to hit Smith in the back of the head because of the way he bends over. See, when he bends over, he kind of turns around. Like the bend right there. Bends over to the side, right there. Jab from Blocou and then covering up. This is a horrible impression on the judges. Look at the muscles in the back of it. Josué Blocou.
I think it's been a horrible impression on the viewers so far. As we are in the closing minute of round number 3 of this 4-round fight.
He has that on his back too.
Last time Smith fought was at Just for Starters, when he was beaten in a 4-round decision by undefeated Mike Baggett. Hard man to remove from his feet. Oh, but there he does go down right on cue. Josué Blocou here into the 3rd round. Paul Cito with the count. Ronnie Smith having his difficulties getting up, but he is clear to continue with time running out in round number 3. And that is it.
And here's what happened. Blocou connected with that right hand, and there it is to the side of the jaw. Again to the side of the jaw, and down goes Ronnie Smith. That's a lot of weight to get up, but he did get up. And again in the same position, just on the side of the jaw. Down goes Ronnie Smith.
3rd round knockout. That's the story of Blocou and the Bear. Let's get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout and still undefeated, Josué Blocou.
Blocou blows through the opponent on the way to his 5th victory with no losses. Up next on Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts, unbeaten Lamar Parks squares off against Francisco de Jesus in a middleweight bout scheduled for 10. That's coming up next. February 18th, 1992, the Paramount Theater, Madison Square Garden, New York, New York. A 10-round middleweight bout. Lamar Parks, highly rated by all the major boxing organizations. He must win tonight to keep pace. Let's go ringside for the call.
Lamar Parks is one of the top prospects, but he's got a problem. He's undefeated and really untested. He's got somewhat the same problem as Kelvin Kelly.
And Sean, the good news about De Jesus is he is coming off a world championship fight against Julian Jackson. The bad news is that was 3 years ago.
There's a look at Lamar Parks. His opponent tonight went 8 rounds with Julian Jackson, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to pull Jackson out. He's trying to raise some eyebrows and make Jackson take notice of Lamar Parks.
Let's size these two fighters up now on the tail of the tape. Parks is the age of 21 at 5'10", 164 and a half. De Jesus at 5'9", 165 and a half. Actually going up to a super middleweight for this one, but Parks actually campaigning as a middleweight. He is ranked in the top 5 in all 3 organizations.
From the Big Apple, New York City's magnificent Paramount, here at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round super middleweight bout, referee Wayne Kelly. Introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the black trim. He tipped in at 165 1/2 pounds. This young man has 26 wins, 3 losses with 9 knockouts. He is a native of São Paulo, Brazil in South America, and now residing in Jersey City, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Francisco Chiquino de Jesus. De Jesus and his opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the red trim. Now he tipped in at 164 1/2 pounds. This fine gentleman is undefeated in 19 pro bouts with 15 knockouts. He is currently ranked number 2 by the WBC, number 4 by the WBA and the IBF, and he is currently the NABF and WBC Continental America's middleweight champion, all the way from Greenville, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lamar Kidfire Parks. Parks.
All right, Francisco, Lamar Parks with fighting under the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. I expect a clean fight, protect yourself at all times, shake hands, come out boxing at the bell.
We start this one in round 3. Let's go to Alan Shaw ringside.
I hate blasting him so much for taking this fight. He's got a lot of courage to get in the ring.
De Jesus.
In this fight, yes. De Jesus, and he's still in it.
Well, sometimes it's hard to see a fighter get into the ring in this conditions.
Exactly.
I mean, especially probably difficult for you because you were one of the conditioners of all time. But
condition is 90% of boxing. If you're in good physical condition, then you can carry out the maneuvers. If you're not in good physical condition, you can't. Bottom line. And there it is. A matter of time. Never, never land. Look at the eyes. He's out. They shouldn't even count. That's all. The eyes tell the story.
Wayne Kelly waves it off at the count at 5. Lamar Parks just taking his time and doing it here in the 3rd round.
Watch the overhand right. Turning that right hand over, boom. Down goes Francisco de Jesus and out. There's another look at it. Right over the top. De Jesus was trying to pull away from that right hand like he did earlier in the round, but he wasn't able to do it. Bang. Right on the temple. That is all.
And Lamar Parks becomes a 20-fight winner. 20-0, his 16th knockout. 11 of them have come in the first 3 rounds. He is ranked number 2 by the WBC, behind the champion Julian Jackson.
And the winner by a knockout, and still undefeated, Lamar Kidfire Parks. Parks.
Lamar Kidfire Parks finished his career with 27 wins against just 1 loss. Later on Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts, your chance to guess the winner with Who Won This One? This episode's combatants, Tony Saladin and Richard De Jesus. Who won this one? That's coming up a little bit later. Coming up next, Antonio Tarver faces off against Shelby Gross. The Magic Man looks to astound Gross with his sleight of hand. That's next on Tuesday Night Fights Knockouts. August 12th night.